Thunder Gaming presents Thunder Smash 2. 8 of the best players in the world. Team Liquid, the Buzz. T1, Larry Lurr. World Best Gaming, MVD. Most Valuable Gaming, Dark Wizzy. CLG Void. Most Valuable Gaming, Salem. Demise GG, Nico. And Panda Global, Eason. 8 players. $10,000 prize pool. Live from Los Angeles. Thunder Smash 2 Invitational starts now.
So I'm going to win Thunder Smash 2 because I feel like I am extremely prepared. I've enhanced my gameplay and my mental fortitude to be able to combat myself against players like the Buzz or Esam or Void and so on and so forth. So I think I am very well prepared for this event as well as future events. So that is why I will win Thunder Smash 2. Message for my opponents: get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your Thunder Smash 2 Grand Finals. Everybody in the building make some noise. Introducing first, fighting out of Norman, Oklahoma. He got second at the first Thunder Smash tournament, says it was a fluke and wants to stake his claim up in the rafters. Please welcome World's Best Gaming, MVD. And his opponent, fighting out of Albany, New York. He's the Cinderella story of this tournament. Recently revealed number 31 in the world. He is the best Mario player on the planet. Please welcome MVG's Dark Wizzy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys heard it first. Thank you, Coney, man. I've been missing like those Coney intros. It's been a minute since I've been in the same vicinity, man. He definitely brings the energy that's going to match the top level intensity that Grand Finals is about to bring for you today. World's Best Gaming, MVD, ready to face off against MVG Dark Wizzy, man. We are definitely in for a treat, Korean.
Oh yeah, and once again, we got MVD winner side grands.
That's right.
This 2 times in a row. So we'll see if he can close it out this time. And this time his opponent, not the Buzz. Very close to being the Buzz, but this time it's going to be Dark Wizzy, the young rising star of this tournament, man. And he is bringing the heat with that Mario.
Yes, the Mario gameplay has been just nasty since the start of Smash Ultimate. We were kind of wondering where he's going to sit when it's all said and done. But right now, man, he's certainly proving his acclaim here as one of the best in the business to put his name on the board. He is 2 sets apiece away from putting a banner up, but the same could be said here from MVD. He definitely wants to put a banner up as well too, but for obvious reasons. You know, the Buzz is no longer in this tournament. You know, he was the reigning champion. You know, you had the opportunity to play him early, but right now he's in a good spot, man. He only has to win 1 set. Dark Wizzy, unfortunately, has to win 2. So yeah. I'm really excited to see how this is all going to play out right now. World's best. You see him showing it off? I like that, man.
You already know, man.
I love that. Showing it off.
Man, and when you got the Mario hat too, you already know Dark Wizzy is about that Mario life, about all those Mario games. So shout outs to Mario Maker 2. That game is very, very fun to watch and play. But of course, we're playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and we'll see how. I mean, I don't see any character changes. I think we're going to see Snake Mario the whole way through.
Yes, we should definitely see it the whole way through right here. I mean, Dark Wizzy, just the Mario extraordinaire. There's nobody really else in the business that's doing it quite like him. You know, and we've seen other characters come out from MVD very, very rarely here in Smash Ultimate. But, you know, we've always talked about, man, what's going to happen when MVD gets to his Snake back? Well, we've seen what happened. You know, fresh out the gate, he won Dark Park on the Grass, you know, heavily regarded as the first major for Smash Ultimate. And as you can see, almost, I guess, about, 9 months or so later, still rocking and rolling very dominantly here. So as we get it, let's go ahead and jump right into game number 1. We kick it off here on a Battlefield. Very fitting. Let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah, we got the tri-platform layout, so this will be dangerous in terms of just the ladder combo that Mario does bring to the table, but the one saving grace about Battlefield are those high blast zones. So very big blast zones, so it's going to be a little bit harder to get those ladders, but MVD knowing that, and he's always going to have a grenade by his foot, he always wants to have some kind of defense to make sure that Dark Wizzy can't really set up or make it very difficult for Dark Wizzy to set up for these ladder combos.
That's right, man. That grenade, just how quick it comes out, it makes you, it puts you on high alert. You know, it puts you in a position where you're like, okay, my combos have to be airtight. If they're anything less than that, I'm going to take a lot of unnecessary percent. And like we've seen earlier, sometimes MVD, he's looking for you to actually run into that grenade. He doesn't mind taking a little bit of percent if that means that he can gain stage positioning with short hot. Oh, wait a minute! Dark Wizzy right there, man. That was the read of the century. God dang.
And what a way to start off Grand Finals. And Dark Wizzy just tried to kill him at 30.
Oh my God. Okay, almost dying at 116%. Even though I know that's very weird to say. You know, Mario, a very big boy there for the most part, but back here, then right into the Nikita. That's going to close it out.
Yeah, and you even heard the one coin go off on the Nikita. Even though he hit the Nikita still went off. Sometimes even if you hit it, there's going to be some situations where you trade or just the Nikita will just straight beat you out. And just like that, MVD turning this game right back on its head here for Dark Wizzy.
That's right. Dark Wizzy looking really good right now as he jumps right. He's been getting a lot of like free jump-ins, man. This is really weird. I know this is Smash, but he's been kind of channeling like some inner FGC routes where, you know, he'll just kind of jump right into the opponent's face and they don't really press a button, and then next thing you know, you're being grabbed and you're going from, you know, 6 to 60 very quickly. But as you can see right there, Dark Wizzy again staying a step ahead here of world's best gaming. This is crazy. It's like the world's best versus the most valuable gamer. I mean, it feels kind of canon right now.
Right. Who is most valuable? Who is world's best?
Who is the best? When we bringing it back, we might have to bring that one back.
We're about to find out. Wow, can we talk about these forward throw tech chase-ish situations? And I love how even Wizzy used the cape to reflect the up smash. And it's funny because MVD just kept charging forward smash. And when you're charging in that animation, you actually take bonus knockback. So he died because he was charging that forward smash.
That's right. Yeah, that's so unfortunate.
Are you dead?
Okay, almost though. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, he's dead. Okay.
Sneaky.
Very, very sneaky right there. But I really want to talk about something I just seen her just a moment before. So he's right there on the right side of the stage.
Right.
And they're both just like pressing buttons, but they're not moving anywhere because they are both trying to anticipate a read or an awkward approach option. Literally, MVD just kind of stood there, one jab. One jab is probably going to convert into like forward tilt, or he's looking for like up tilt just in case Dark Wizzy jumps. But Dark Wizzy is like, hey, buddy, I'm not moving anywhere if you're not moving either. I'm not letting it go down like that.
Yeah, all this safe pressure. And I mean, we are in that grand finals, that home stretch. There's so much on the line. There's so much money. And of course, the title for the first place. Their pride is on the line.
Yeah, there's a lot of pride certainly on the line here. Wait, I don't know what the hell. I think that was up smash, but then like, I think
yank trade with the
that's
grab.
right. Yeah. Wow.
Woo, and what a way to start it off. Man, Wizzy just getting all these hard reads too. Like, he knows exactly when he wants to grab, he knows exactly when he wants to jump, and he's just getting all these up smash, and definitely seems like the go-to, right, for Dark Wizzy for these stocks. And man, just really cashing out. Getting that game number 1 is so big, because if you're able to snowball that into, like, you know, 2 wins, then you pretty much get the counter pick on game 5. You guarantee that.
That's right. You certainly get the counter pick, and also just puts you in a great, you know, position mentally, you know, and confidence-wise, where you're like, okay, I can actually reset this. I know, like, there does need to be a level of confidence that comes into grand finals where you're coming in from the loser side, but what better way to do it than obviously go up 2 on your opponent? You're like, look, all I have to do is win 1 more game. My opponent that's on the winner side has to win another 3, and then with that in mind, they have a whole nother set, and I don't think my opponent was mentally prepared enough, you know, to really try to mount a comeback just like that. So we're going to see how this one's going to play out right now, man. Again, come on, on MVD. That's the second time I think Wizzy has fallen into that here this weekend. I mean, it might have happened earlier when I wasn't commentating, but it definitely happened during my block earlier. He just like rolled into a grenade forward smash. And look, I get it. You're trying to outmaneuver the grenade. You're trying to approach carefully off the ledge, but you have got to respect forward smash. It is such a devastatingly strong move.
Oh yeah, and it takes up so much area. And right there, it looked like it comboed into it, but wow, the anti-air forward smash coming out from Dark Wizzy.
I'm telling you, man, he is the forward smash master. He's going eye for an eye and a 2-4-2 for very obvious reasons. He's going to go for the up throw, down air, up air. No forward air that time. Wants to go for some safe percent. Maybe he was more, I don't know, man. That's kind of weird, you know, when I see, you know, an opponent kind of adjust their combo, now I know that there's something that is in the back of their head that they're certainly on high alert about. And I think in a situation like that, it's definitely the grenades. Wow.
Oh, man, and that's when it hurts, is this frame one grenade. This grenade comes out frame one. It's just like the fastest possible frame it can come out.
It's just there.
You can combo off of it. This projectile is so good. The foot coming down the back air, almost taking Wizzy off the top there.
That's right, almost, but not quite. So as a jump, and again, those platforms always coming out at the right moment to save a Dark Wizzy skin. But for how much longer, it's the name of the game here. Okay, no platform for you that time. It kind of looked like MVD was trying to get up underneath him to try to hit him with an up tilt. Dark Wizzy certainly well aware of that. There's a down air.
Yeah, Dark Wizzy's doing so. The grenade trade saved him, and right into the Cypher, going right back down, and MVD makes it to safety. The down throw?
No, not that time. The next one should be enough to do it. And then again, the hitbox right there of the up special, knocking Nikita out of the way. I love that. Hey, that was a re-grab right there, but no punish.
Yeah, Dark Wizzy kind of overshooting that up B, so it kind of caught MVD off guard, hit him on the rebound, but the back throw from center stage is not enough. 184% on this snake.
Oh my. Okay, now last time I seen MVD in a situation like that, he actually ended up getting caved. Remember, he was like, I think it was like a Lilac game where he was going against, it might have been Dark Wizzy actually.
That was against Dark Wizzy,
Dark Wizzy. Remember, he was landing and he got hit with the, he reversed and he got hit with the cape and just like threw his whole mental off. So
yeah,
hopefully that history doesn't repeat itself right here. Dark Wizzy certainly getting his money's worth out of this stock, but unfortunately for him, actually ends up running out of money a little bit earlier than expected.
Yeah, he actually held down on that up B so he could hit MVD, but at what cost, you know? The up smash is coming back down and got blown back for that one.
That's right. What did it cost, man? It cost everything, unfortunately.
And right now, one stock apiece, and it's pretty much even. And I hear the grenades getting pulled. That's how you know Snake wants to win.
That's right.
When you hear tink, tink, throw, tink, tink, like that Snake really, really wants to win.
And that's what needs to happen, especially as he has this small lead right here. He can actually afford to trade, but hold on a second right there. MVD bringing something crazy to the table. Looks like he was trying to convert. Then he goes right into the Cypher, right into possibly what was supposed to be an up air, but it doesn't seem to matter at this point. In the frame one camera switch back to Dark Wizzy as you see the small pop off right there.
Yep.
It's about the small victories sometimes, man. It's the little ones, you know what I mean? Baby steps. You gotta crawl before you can walk, you know what I mean?
And Dark Wizzy knows about that. He's been putting on the grind. He's been working so hard, step by step. You don't just like blow up out of nowhere. You know what I mean? You got to put in that work little by little, and you get there piece by piece. And Dark Wizzy is gonna try and bring this tournament victory piece by piece, one game at a time, one set at a time, if you will.
Yes, and again, like you kind of mentioned before, you know, Dark Wizzy's come up has been something that we've seen written in Smash 4. You know, a lot of times we get these players in Ultimate who blow up overnight. We've seen, you know, they have a really good tournament run. Now the whole community's like, what's going on with this guy? What's going on with this girl? Like, are they the best in the business? Like, are they here to stay? Are they here for a long time, or is this tournament just a fluke? And as of here recently, here in Smash Ultimate, a player that usually blows up after one event, one tournament, you kind of don't hear about him after that. But Dark Wizzy is not that at all, man. He's been climbing through the trenches. He's been kind of scheming on the low. And with this in mind, you find yourself here in Grand Finals here with 2 games up here on MVD, man. That's better than anybody else in this tournament can certainly say.
Oh, yeah. And now, I mean, I'll tell you right now, my boy Dark Wizzy, he ain't no one-hit wonder.
No, sir.
No one-hit wonder. We're here to stay, baby. And right now, he's doing such a great job. He might be 3-0ing MVD on this first set of Grand Finals.
I hope it doesn't go down like that, man. But unfortunately for MVD, Dark Wizzy wants to bring this thing back, so it might need to actually go down the way it is playing out right now. Okay, he's going to Cypher out of the situation, then falls down with the backer. Backer, such it's a difficult move to do. I think it has a couple different hitboxes, if I'm not mistaken. At least two.
Okay.
Somewhere in there, man. That back air has a couple different hitboxes, but for the most part, when it comes to like catching air dodges or just when it comes like landing with with all your options spent, back air sometimes is kind of your get out of jail free card when it comes to certain characters that you're fighting against. So
and he like lays down on the ground too. So sometimes when you go to punish him, he's laying on the ground.
Yes.
So like some of your moves that are hitting higher in the air, it can't hit. You have to use your airs and really sink them down low, and that's what it can be really hard. And wow, MVD is just going in right now. And is that your second stock? No, Dark Wizzy's still holding on.
Oh, okay. I think he actually kind of clanked out there with the up smash. I've seen the up smash animation come out pretty quickly right there from MVD, but the grenade coming out to save kind of both of their skins there in that situation.
That was really, really clutch for MVD. And I really want to point out, three stocks.
Whoa. Wow, okay.
Now that first stock, MVD actually got an up tilt, and I really want to point out that up until then, Dark Wizzy has been doing an amazing job of not getting up tilted by Snake. And trust me, that is very, very difficult to do.
Especially when you play a character like Mario who gets so much off of just kind of jumping into the opponent. Goodbye. Okay, and that level of fear that Mario brings on, he didn't even need to press any real buttons. I mean, to be real, in that situation, I don't even think Nair is strong enough to knock Snake, out of the Cypher. So, I mean, unless he would have went for like forward or backer, which obviously he wouldn't have did because he spent the jump already. I'm not exactly sure what MVD was kind of afraid of, but regardless, it worked. And Dark Wizzy one stock closer right here to this 3-0. But when, your opponent has two stocks at 13%, you have to play better than perfect, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think MVD was just like, maybe I get a stock at 30% here. Right. Maybe he tries to sink down and I just win.
Ooh,
but
that's going to do it, yeah.
Just as I say, Dark Wizzy's doing a great job of not getting up to it. My man MVD was like, real Korean?
Yeah.
You know what?
Really?
You know what, Korean?
Let me show you something.
I got you, dog.
That's right. Say less.
How much you want?
That's
one?
right.
No, one?
No.
Not enough. Two. All right, we got two up tilts coming out on this game number 3. MVD's like, nah, son. You ain't sneaking up on me and getting this young 3-0.
That's right. I gave you those first 2 games, man. I had to shake the rust off again. Mario's a much different pace of character than what he's probably played against throughout the majority of this top 8. Because for the most part, we've had a lot of like either characters that are spacing really well, like the Soaks, or we've had a lot of other Snakes or all of them. We just had characters who are kind of in this for the long run. They're really good at playing the slow game. Mario, not quite that type of character. Can Mario play the slow game? Very much so. We can see the fireballs come out. We can see him kind of play a lame, if you will, in air quotes, and just really kind of stay back in the cut. But I don't think that's really Dark Wizzy's MO. He's really looking to kind of get his hands dirty here on Snake. But the same could be said for Snake as well, too. Just because Snake is a conversion and a projectile-happy character doesn't mean he can't go for things like first hit jab into forward tilt, down tilt into up tilt. He has a lot of combos in his repertoire that he can kind of match Mario bar none with.
Yeah, and exactly. MVD, there's no, like, you don't want to fight Mario. Just stay away from me. Like, even when I'm playing Mario, like, yo, stay back, bro.
Stay back, homie.
Like, I definitely don't want to be up next to you because your damage output is kind of crazy.
Kind of ridiculous, man. And what's weird, too, is that, like, so a lot of characters in the game that are combo-heavy characters really struggle to KO. Then there's some characters in the game, obviously, just with how fighting games are designed, that have really strong KO moves, but don't convert very well. But Mario's kind of like that necessary evil in the middle where he can kind of do a little bit of both. Like, at low percents, he's going to go for grab. He's going to really stick it to you. But at high percents, too, he can really just bank it all on, like, up smash and forward smash to really close it out.
Yeah, and MVD has to really watch out how he uses up smash by the ledge. Wizzy has gone a lot for that ledge jump into the cape, reflecting that, and just having that reflector tool is it's really interesting when you reflect something that's falling down because it actually like pops back up and then comes back down again, which is really hilarious.
That's right. And it's almost, I mean, it's really not almost. It kind of is detrimental versus Snake because once he gets that grenade, he's going to jump in or he's going to come in aggressively. And if anything kind of bounce backs more into his favor, I mean, even though Mario is not like, you don't play this character with the idea in mind of taking away Snake's grenades and use them against him. But if the opportunity presents itself, we've seen what he can do. We've seen Mario go for like grenade, down throw, so on and so forth. Like Mark can certainly convert off of these projectiles just as well, if not better, in certain situations than Snake can.
Yeah, exactly. And we even see MVD adjust that. Now he's using the up smashes a little bit more farther back, so Dark Wizzy doesn't really have access to reflecting them as easy. Oh, wow, the sour spot. If that was the sweet spot, your soul was done, MVD.
Oh, speaking of almost being done, this stock here on its way out the door, if I may say so myself, ends up jumping a little too haphazardly and runs right into an up smash right there, courtesy of MVD. MVD, though, still playing very solid here all the way across the board. Waits for him to bait out an option, goes for the up tilt. closes that thing out, man. 1-1-1, make a wish indeed.
Yeah, Dark Wizzy trying to close out that stock with the down smash, but most of these smash attacks are laggy, and a combo off the grenade. And when you see a zoner has the tools like Snake get that much damage off of one like conversion, man, it is disgusting. It is so crazy, and the up smash will do it for Dark Wizzy, though.
But it almost looked like that grenade was enough to almost stop the momentum, but I think just maybe because the percent was a little bit too high, it was still enough to obviously close it out. But
yeah,
and I think in a different universe where the percents might have been a little bit lower, MVD still could have survived that one. But that's okay though, man. Survivability or not, he still has this very small but very strong lead though. But you know, with looking at how well Dark Wizzy played against the Buzz just earlier today in bracket, I mean, what is a lead to Dark Wizzy? Okay, 131%. He was able to pick apart the Buzz's weaknesses and then close out for everything that is worth. God dang!
Yo, is hit home. He almost died. He almost died cross stage to that forward smash. Dark Wizzy still has all the momentum going for that read, and wow, how much damage just happened. Like,
oh no, it did not. And we got the reset, ladies and gentlemen. Dark Wizzy with the pop off, well deserved. We are going to another set.
He buffered his forward smash after the down air, and the cock back on the forward smash actually made MVD whiff the grab there.
Yes.
What kind of pressure did I just witness?
I don't know, man.
Yo, MVD looks lost. Look at him. He's like, what did you just do?
Yeah, he was, I mean, but for good reasons. I mean, there is a bit of microspace when it comes to that forward smash. You know, because the animation, he does pull back a little bit.
Yes.
You can find yourself overextending in a situation where you didn't really think you were going to overextend because you just wanted to come up and go for a grab or go for something safe sometimes. Like, you know, I've seen MVD a couple times go for like first hit jab. He's looking for like either 1-2-3 jab at the ledge, first hit jab, forward tilt, first hit jab, down tilt, so on and so forth. I mean, Snake can really tangle up close and personal, but when it comes to that microspacing, when it comes to those fine, minute details, Dark Wizzy kind of has that all covered all the way across the board. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the reset, man. A 3-1 victory. Now we got another 5 games potentially.
The rise of Dark Wizzy, and it all starts with a reset in grand finals here. This young man making his way all the way to this point and getting the reset on top of that. Man, what a set. We're going to start off in the same stage, though, Battlefield.
That's right, man. How fitting. Full circle. Uh-oh, but Dark Wizzy, though. Hold on, Dark Wizzy. Okay.
Hold all that damage from me, MVD. Real quick, 100%. And, man, Dark Wizzy only got 33 on him to follow. And, man, what a way to open up off of all that momentum.
Yes, and see, like, I'm really appreciating, like, how these platforms are playing into effect for both of these two characters. I think, like, obviously on MVD's behalf, of course, you know, more times than not, an opponent will think they can land comfortable on these platforms. You know, we got up tilts, we got things like that. But most notably, what MVD is doing is he knows that Dark Wizzy gets a lot of his conversions off of, like, that fall off nair off the platform. So he's like, you know what? I'm just going to cook these grenades a little bit, toss them up there at you. That's going to force you to obviously come off the platform still, but come off on my time, though. I'm not going to let you keep falling off these platforms the way you want to do it. And as you see right there, with the way the traps are all set up on the stage, despite Dark Wizzy's great movement, he still keeps running into this up tilt. And though it didn't KO right there, there's not a lot of percent separating both of these two. Whoa, get that forward air out of here.
Yeah, that was the greediest forward air I've ever seen all day. That was definitely like, sometimes you got to throw the wild stuff out, though, right?
You have to.
Yeah, because you got to keep mixing consistently. If you don't just consistently do that, then even though something might seem whack, you know, MVD is just trying to keep the mix-up game going. But right there, Dark Wizzy going to punish that real quick with the back air. And now he has the lead here. Oh, combo starter.
Oh, that's an anti-oop right there. Now, see, the thing is that because you play a character like Snake, you have these projectiles. Bringing something new to the table with your approach option is always in the back of your head. Like, okay, I can, you know, dash dance in and out, go for Z-drop grenade, then decide to come. Or I can sometimes just stand here and go for Nikita. But the thing about Dark Wizzy is that all he really has is just that fireball. So he's just calculating situations where he can use his footwork as the projectile to try to figure out a way to get in. Golly. And he gets hit with full force right there, taking MVD all the way to the top of the blast, but not quite enough to drop him off.
One thing I love about how Dark Wizzy is just handling so much situations, because Snakes will just usually, in that disadvantage state, they're going to automatically, most of the time, double jump into the Cypher. Then it's like you're playing the game of like, now I got to juggle the Snake that's pulling out grenades, reversing, all that jazz. I can't hit the grenade, but I got to hit him. He has it by its weight. And Dark Wizzy just does such a good job of hitting Snake, but not the grenade for the most part. And he's just able to keep the pressure, because once a trade goes off, that's when Snake is just like, oh, we both got hit by the grenade, and now I'm back on stage.
And now I'm back on on stage, and
now
I don't
setting
take
back
any
up.
more unnecessary percent. Yeah, and that's the type of mindset that's kind of that he kind of tapped into when he was playing against the Buzz in just the last game, where he knows how to just get rid of Luma only, or the situation calls to get rid of just Rosalina herself. So, I mean, he knows how to do a little bit of both really when the time calls for itself. But again, you know, knowing how to not only just deal with Snake, but deal with these grenades is something that's really going to serve you a lot of great justice. Wait a minute. Oh, don't even think about trying to grab me. The turnaround forward tilt, but again, the cape is always on deck, and I'm really starting to appreciate that there from Dark Wizzy.
Oh yeah, the cape has gotten him out of so many situations, reflecting the up smash, reflecting the Nikita. Just having that tool against Snake is such a big deal because he's setting up all these explosives, and some of them come like at you.
Oh my God. But Trap Master MVD is back in the building, and I'm liking this, but I don't know how much I like it though, man.
What?
Wow.
Angled
Wow.
up forward smash. That's the second time we've seen that coming out from Dark Wizzy. The anti-air tipper forward smash. And wow, again, Dark Wizzy going to take the first game of the set.
I just don't know what's going through this young man's head, man. Like, and sometimes I don't even know if I want to know. Like, there has to be something insane going on up in there, because for you to play this well, not just this set, but for throughout the majority of the day, and these have been back-to-back games for the most part. I mean, we've had a bit of a break because we're commentators. We can go get lunch, so on and so forth, but these players, they have to play back to back to back to back, and to stay this strong and this mentally tough and conditioned. Look, man, this could go all 5 games, or this could be a very quick 3-0. It's just really depending on how Dark Wizzy's feeling right now. Not to take too much away from MVD, but you know, MVD's gonna have to kind of step it up here just a little bit, man. So obviously we're back here on Town and City. You know, this is the stage obviously is a personal favorite for myself. The platforms don't hang around here for the majority of the match. We're really gonna have to use them in strides, all right?
Yeah, and this platform layout, this opening platform layout is so great for MVD. Essentially, when any setup character is underneath a platform, they don't really have to worry about falling aerials, because once someone commits to an aerial, you can't fall through an aerial, or you can't fall through a platform when you already have an aerial out. So it's kind of like a little roof over your head.
It is. It's almost like a bit of closure for yourself, man. You know, it's like that safety net from up above. But as you see right now, man, the platforms have certainly left the building. But, you know, it still kind of keeps the matchup in close proximity, because when the platforms were here, Dark Wizzy can do things like fall off platform there, chain a combo. But in order for MVD to kind of negate that, he'll like soft toss grenade or kind of just stand up underneath him. That way, if I at least get hit with the nair, you get hit with my up tilt. But on this end of the spectrum, the platforms are so far away that when it comes to landing, MVD is kind of hurt right now.
Yeah, and with this, the crazy thing...
Wait a minute, and then the reverse, the fake out right into the turnaround up tilt. MVD, don't count him out just yet, man.
Yeah, now it's definitely a situation where it's like, oh no, I'm landing, don't hurt me. Actually, up tilt, get off.
That's right. See ya.
And this is the cool thing about Town and City, man. Like right now, it's got like that Kalos layout because the platforms are just right above the edge, and that's the cool thing about Town. You know, you have your final destination, then there's a bunch of different unique platform layouts, and that, to me, that's what's really cool and unique about the stage.
Yeah, the matchup is just ever changing because of the platforms. Yeah, man, it's really odd, and I know despite the stage kind of being designed wonky, it's enough to keep the players always on their toes. But the same can't be said right here for MVD. Unfortunately, anywhere but on solid ground. Up smash sending him clear to the sky, and right now, man, we're keeping this thing as close as possible. Dark Wizzy not looking to lose steam here anytime soon, but if there's ever a character in this game that can kill your steam and kill your momentum just in terms of approach options, it's definitely Snake, man. Snake has some tools to outzone you and just really make your life a living hell sometimes if you don't have the projectile game or the length to really challenge some of these conversions.
But I just love how Wizzy is dancing around the shield off the top. No, great DI coming out from MVD, but right now, Wizzy is still on the hunt.
Okay, a lot of respect being shown. Right, the walk away, man. Sometimes you just got to walk away from a relationship. Wow, a lot of respect being shown right there. But for obvious reasons, this match is drawn a lot closer than probably what MVD expected there when he took that stock.
Man, and Wizzy is playing the mid-range so well, just staying right outside of Snake's range. And let me tell you, that range is huge. But man, that down tilt combo set up right into the up smash. MVD going to take that second stock.
There it is. Now, there's the fireball right now. 115% climb. He has to land with short hop nair, or excuse me, not short hop nair, but just nair in general. But for obvious reasons, no platforms. He had already burned that jump. If Dark Wizzy read that one a little bit better, that could have been a stock taken. But MVD, we talk about Dark Wizzy playing so well in the mid-range, but MVD is going to get his hands dirty as well, too. Okay, no trap set up.
Look at all these tech chase situations, and I don't know if MVD like snuck a stuff on him or what, but he definitely like hit him with the down B and did some kind of weird animation, so I don't know if he's stuck with something. He doesn't look like it. Oh, but the up smash.
It won't matter regardless here, man. Dark Wizzy keeping this match very, Very close here. MVD with a very small lead. Not looking to switch up the game plan anytime soon. He's still approaching, still staying in that mid-range, looking for like delayed forward tilt, safe stuff, safe options, of course. But if the situation certainly calls for it, MVD will play this long-range game and really make it hard for Dark Wizzy to approach comfortably.
I just love how Wizzy is applying this pressure on block. Every time we see Wizzy knocking on that shield, it's in a very safe way. Even, I love these short hop rising down airs. He's able to sneak in a jump right after. So he's short hop rising down airs, gets behind MVD, and then he can either like jump rising nair or like the possibilities are endless. Or he can just like land behind him and go for grab. The shield pressure is so strong.
It most certainly. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God, now that cape actually could have come back to kind of bite him in the butt, but right there though, still hanging on here for dear life. Grenade gets Z-drop and then narrowly escapes the grenade and the grab. Dark Wizzy, you madman.
The spot dodge on top of that? Like, really, Wizzy? You got this guy's number on all those different situations, and man, Dark Wizzy is still making this comeback a reality here. 143%, but he is racking up the damage, and a comeback is something he is not a stranger to. The wave land in front of his face.
How did he know? I'm talking about staring danger in the face. Oh, he force smashes the shield, but no dash attack there that time. Looking for something a little bit safer.
Oh, man, he did not get hit by that up smash. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, he's showing his hand a little bit too early there with these up tilt attempts. And right now, Dark Wizzy's certainly on high alert, very well aware of what he's trying to bring to the table. There's a cape. Right now, it's time for mini games. Okay? Grab break. Don't touch me. Hands off the overalls.
One of my favorite things to add in this game. Thank you. The fact that when both players grab, it just like techs away.
That's right.
That's hype.
That's some FGC stuff right there, man. Don't touch me.
Oh, and the up smash being safe against that grab, and look at him maneuver around these grenades.
The footwork right here. This is some Barnum and Bailey circus type stuff. I'm loving this. Okay, very evasive right now. That's going to do it, though. Very short and sweet, simple and clean is the way you're making MVD feel tonight, and I'm loving the way that conversion landed right there for himself.
Yep, exactly. Dark Wizzy had to avoid so many things. We saw him spacing around the up tilt, but you know what? You can go with the grab right into the up tilt if you're above or at 160%, so much to avoid there. The fact that Wizzy even really brought it back to that situation, Dark Wizzy just doing such a great job, but it will be 1-1 here in this grand finals reset.
Not 2-0, it's going to be 1-1. MVD showing some signs of life for obvious reasons here. He knows that he cannot afford to go down another game because that's when Dark Wizzy's like, I'm about to kick it into high gear, which is really weird because most players, when they go up 2 games, they kind of cool their jets a little bit. They're like, you know, I can kind of slack off this game. I can kind of do what I want, but not Dark Wizzy. He's like, once I get these 2 games, I'm still kicking up the momentum. I'm still kicking up the aggression to try to keep this thing out of your range. But MVD obviously showing, again, like I mentioned before, signs of life and just letting him know that, you know what, though, I'm not going to allow you to really close this thing out on me with some relative ease. I'm going to put up a fight, and if I'm going to go down, damn it, I'm going to go down swinging.
Yeah, this time a much more back and forth set here. Now we're here, game 3, 1-1 apiece. Now whoever wins this game 3 will have that counter pick advantage if we go into that game 5 situation.
Yes,
so that's a very big deal considering how big the Evo stage list is.
Yes, I mean, it is pretty big, but, you know, we've only been seeing like the same few stages, no final destination here for the most part. I think it's our first time seeing Smashville. We got a town and city, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And, you know, these guys are kind of keeping it pretty close. I don't expect to see a not battlefield. We've seen that already. A Pokemon Stadium by any means. I don't think Dark Wizzy quite wants to deal with that versus Snake. So
yeah, that definitely can be tough. Snake just controlling that whole area. Definitely something Snake can do with all these grenades and Nikita's. This man has all the explosives on deck.
Yes, he definitely has it on deck. He has the up tilts on deck as well too. Dark Wizzy kind of approaching a little bit too aggressively in some of these exchanges, and again he keeps running into it. This time though, up tilt not quite enough to close out, but he said, look, if I'm getting hit with this grenade, so are you, sir.
Yeah, and that's the one thing you have to be very careful at against certain like characters, because right there the grenade exploded because of the pummel. Sometimes the pummel will pop the grenade, so sometimes you just gotta get the grab, no pummels. But it's so hard because everyone's so used to getting a lot of pummels in this game. Up B right into the Nikita.
Oh my goodness. And then the up smash for your trebles. Again, you cannot afford to land on either of these 2 characters, either of these 2 players. Ill-advised, man. You have got to figure out a way to get your feet back onto solid ground, man. A little bit better than that. There's the forward 2, right as I say it though, off the right side of the stage. And again, you know, I'm really appreciating the switching gameplay right here for MVD. MVD has kind of realized early on that it's not enough for me to just kind of stay back and toss out these grenades, stay back and toss out Nikita. I have got to figure out a way to get my hands on you. And he's doing just that. He's getting a lot off of it too, mind you. Getting a lot of these forward tilt reads, whether that means he's going for forward tilt, both hits fresh out the gate, or if he's delaying it to make sure that it lands comfortably, he's doing the damn thing, man. I can't take anything away from him here.
Yeah, sometimes you got to go with the taijutsu Snake, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like throw out some tilts, throw out some up tilts, forward tilts, very solid moves, even down tilt, very, very good. And that dash attack, such a crazy tool for a character like Snake, like a zoning character like Snake, having a dash attack like that. It's so good.
I don't think anybody quite has a dash attack like him. I mean, I know Link has like the big slash, and if, you know, Pikachu has like the, I don't know, is that tackle or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
But, you know, it seems like, you know, Snake's dash attack is certainly in a league of his own. Obviously a good combo starter, good combo finisher right there, but not quite strong enough to out-maneuver the up smash. We've seen that story play out time and time again. If you get too close, if you reach, Dark Wizzy will certainly teach.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, I mean, Dark Wizzy just using, oh, the directional air dodge actually gets past the Nikita. That was a very big fact. Now Dark Wizzy is back on stage where he can get that damage.
Okay, backing off right now. Oh, a bit of a roll right there. Okay, I was actually kind of scared because he could have rolled into a back throw situation. Yeah, that's going to do it.
And just like that, we're at one stock, really just back and forth for both of our competitors. They're really bringing out everything they got. There's so much on the line, $10,000 on the line, and I mean, you got to play your heart out, man.
You definitely got to play your heart, and I think, you know, right here, both of these two players, I don't know if anybody quite wants it as much as these two, not because they're in grand finals, but just because of the story that Dark Wizzy's kind of had this weekend, and then of course what MVD has had to kind of face in the first Thunder Smash iteration, moving into number 2. Both of these two are playing with a lot of fire under their behind, and obviously it can be shown here in this match. MVD, oh my God, narrowly catching the ledge of stage. I thought he was actually going to slide under it, but I sometimes forget that characters that kind of have that freestyle recovery get that extra little boost to the ledge at times, depending on when they air dodge out of an up B.
Yeah, both these players have so much to prove. Obviously, MVD was the runner-up for Thunder Smash 1, and let me tell you, being runner-up for first place, getting 20 grand, and definitely not the biz, was not quite happy about that. So,
not at all.
So much to prove here. And Dark Wizzy, obviously, the rising star, who that down air almost takes him off the top. And down air, just a move that we've seen Dark Wizzy use so much time and time again. It's such a great move from Mario.
He utilizes it to its fullest extent. We've seen it at early percents too, where he'll go for like a grab, then you'll see the combo finish kind of with the downer. Or sometimes we've seen him just use it where he's catching air dodges. I mean, it's a multi-hit move. You're not going to be able to outmaneuver all the hits in that attack. So, oh, okay, no punish on the dash attack, but that's because he had a grenade in hand. MVD kind of saying one step ahead of the competition. Okay, up smashes the grenade and the up smash. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. World's best at gaming for a reason. MVD going up another game right here on MVG Dark Wizzy. Wow, I didn't expect it to end like that.
Yeah, I mean, Wizzy had so much control. He was at like 60, almost 70%. And in my head, I was just like, this is the point where you cannot reach too hard against Snake.
You
because
cannot.
especially a max rage Snake, once he hit like 90 to 100, the up tilt was a wrap.
It was.
So
it was a wrap.
Everything just comes online again. Even like a down throw, tech chase up tilt, like you have to play so safe, and you just can't overextend. And it's just so hard because there's so much things to overextend into. Right there, he went for the up smash, hit the grenade, and then like MVD comboed the grenade into the back air, brought him into that kill range just like that.
It's crazy, man, to think what you can and can't convert off of with the right type of labbing and with the right positioning and precision. I mean, you can really make magic happen off of just the smallest of hits. I mean, we've seen it with Mario, being able to just take a character from 0 to 60 just with the fireball. But I mean, we're talking about projectile conversions. No character in the game really quite does it like Snake. And MVD, I mean, literally throwing everything at Dark Wizzy in that last game, plus the kitchen sink just to make sure he solidified that victory. But, you know, Dark Wizzy obviously not slowing down anytime soon. 114% put online here, but the thing about it is, as long as these grenades are playing into effect, Dark Wizzy is really going to struggle to get his hands on MVD for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, that trade was worth it.
That was definitely a trade in his favor.
Yeah, and I mean, in that situation, you know, MVD wasn't on the ground. So when you're in the air, fun fact, you can't shield. So
Well, you don't say. Get out of town. Are you serious? When you're in there, you can't shield? That's
cannot
crazy.
shield that up smash in the air. So Dark Wizzy definitely taking advantage of that. And he had the grenade pool too. So at that point, you're a sitting duck. No jump. Can't go into the air dodge when you're just pulled the grenade like that. So now Dark Wizzy, just like that, man. Yo, Dark Wizzy, I was just trying to explain a little something. You already got 85% on my man MVD.
And that's the beauty of both of these two characters. Again, turning one hit into many hits, or sometimes maybe not many hits, one hit into one solid blow is enough to even it all up. But in terms of even it up, MVD doing it back in a very dominant fashion, reading which way he's going to land right there, hits the C4 detonation. He's brought this thing back even stocks.
Yeah, and the scary thing about Snake, man, you know, the percentage does tell a story, but for Snake, if the stocks are even, yeah, we got a game.
Yes, sir. We most certainly have a game, man. He's going to be in this one for the long run. Nice directional air dodge, but can't outmaneuver the up smash. Again, you've got to watch yourself. We've seen it time and time again. So many players will get up off the ledge with neutral get up. I get it. It's a relatively safe option, and my back is to the ledge. You're probably focused on me grabbing you. I'm not going to grab you. But in a case like that, where up smash kind of covers both sides of Mario, you've got to stay on the up and up about that.
Taking the double hit from the grenade, but man, Wizzy doing a really good job, and that's like such a key thing is how do you take Snake out? Are you able to put him on the ledge, put him in those juggle situations, and are you able to clean the stocks out? Because if not, we're going to see something like Game 3 where MVD was at 180%.
Oh my goodness, he's going to go for the back throw this time. Very good. You know, and I'm really liking these conversions that MVD's kind of going for out of these down throw attempts. So what he'll do is he'll go for down throw, he won't move at all. He's like, okay, sooner or later, you're going to have to approach. So down throw is going to force you to get up aggressively. I'm going to hit you with first hit of forward tilt. You're going to either directly air dodge in, or because the percent speak in my favor, I'm just going to be able to up tilt you. Willy-nilly, but God, just... I'm running out of things to say here for Dark Wizzy at this point. He is the forward smash master, okay? He knows how to microspace that thing like no other, and MVD, you can certainly see it starting to get under his skin a little bit, you know? Yeah,
this is rough. This is a Game 5 situation, and I really love the flood usage there. You know, MVD was like, yo, I'm gonna just drift right on in, like, don't mind me, and then Wizzy's like, nah, dog, you ain't drifting in for free.
You're not drifting in for free. It's definitely gonna cost you, man, and unfortunately he paid with the price of his life, and so with this in mind, ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this.
Game 5
final
situation.
Game 5, man. I didn't expect it to go. I mean, I knew that it was going to come down to nitty-gritty. I just didn't expect it to be a reset, though, at mind you. So the intensity is certainly here on the sticks. I can feel it in the stream. I can feel it in the room. Let's go ahead and get it, man. Kalos Pokemon League for the final game.
Yep, and no better way to do it than a Pokemon stage. I'm a huge Pokemon fan, so being out on Kalos. And, man, can we talked earlier, right, about these players needing all this stamina to play. Yo, this is the 9th game these guys have been played in a row.
Yes, you know, if you can't take away anything from this match, take away that these guys are both mentally conditioned to be in the long run. I mean, just to play against a character like Snake for this many games is certainly mentally taxing. It's not to take away anything from either of these two gentlemen, but we just know some of these zoners in the game can be very difficult to fight against. I mean, you might get 3 games out of a guy. You might even get 5. But 9, though? 9. Come on now.
Against one of the best Snakes in the biz, MVD. So that just makes it even harder. And then on top of that, just playing Snake isn't easy either. There's so many things to keep track of. You got the 2 grenades, you got your Nikita, the up smash, and all that time you want to like stagger the pressure as well. Great mix up on the DI coming out from MVD.
Oh my God, he said, let me show you how great my footwork is. Runs in and out just 4 or 5 times in a row. Wakes out, excuse me, MVD, but MVG Dark Wizzy off the ledge and stays and hits him with that up tilt. Wonderful stuff right here. MVD's the first one to draw blood, goes up a stop.
Yeah, and that's such a big deal. That's such a big confidence booster coming out for this Game 5 situation. Now, MVD sitting pretty. I'm going to try to rack up as much damage as I can, slow the pace of the game down. I don't want Dark Wizzy to get too much momentum.
No, you most certainly do not. Okay, having a hard time really getting up there, too. And I think that's one thing that MVD kind of brings to the match, especially in a stage like this, is the fact that Cypher just takes him so high away from Mario. And simply, Mario obviously has a lot of hops. I mean, I don't know what type of squats he's doing in the gym, but the man has some springs on him to be a man that old, but can't quite get his hands on Snake up there on that top last one. And MVD certainly using that to his advantage, that he still has the lead here, but for how much longer? As you see, gets the grab right to the grenade, back air.
Crispy conversion.
Yes, sir.
Holding, just going for that pummel, knew the grenade was going to go off right into the back air as well. Already 93% here on Dark Wizzy with not much answered back, honestly.
No, sir.
Oh, man.
A lot of percent going unanswered here right now. Dark Wizzy really struggling to find this opening. He's just getting so much, and this is what's kind of hard against, you know, fighting a character like Snake, especially on a stage where there's so much room to work with. Up close and personal, fine. Even if, like, you sat Smashville on the middle of the stage and we just fought in that area, we're still okay. But the fact that he can stay so far away, heavy toss the grenades, and cook them, mind you, use Nikita, and then, of course, the distance for you to come back to the stage is so fast. Coming out of that magnifying glass back to the ledge, MVD is certainly looking for that, and Nikita finally comes out right there to do some great damage here for MVD.
Yeah, great placement coming out from MVD on that Nikita, and just the way he like swerved it around too, he covered multiple options. Dark Wizzy tried to hit him with the mix-up with the early up B, but MVD was prepared. Now he's got 2 stocks to 1, and he's still racking up this damage.
That's right here, and it's not stopping anytime soon. Dark Wizzy certainly knocking on death's door. Okay, now he's going to land right here. Gets it between him and the grenade. Very scary stuff, but there needs to be a level of fearlessness fighting against Snake, so let him know that you don't mind those grenades, I guess.
Oh,
ooh, wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, tip-off, world's best gaming. MVD takes first place, Thunder Smash Gaming #2.
The run back baby. And you know what? Sometimes this man had to wait months for this run back.
He had to
wait months. He had to hold that
He had to hold it
for so long, and he came right back. He didn't do it from winner's side, but you know what? It was a hard-fought battle, and it was down to the nitty-gritty, dude. Game 5 on the reset, man, and was able to clutch it out. 2 stocks here against Dark Wizzy.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for both of these two players. Give it up for Dark Wizzy as well, too, man. Come all the way here from the Floridian region, man. He's a long way away from home.
Justice MVD Negron! Running it back to get his first victory here at Thunder Smash 2. MVD, how you feeling?
Amazing.
You fought a hard battle. Of course, Dark Wizzy with an amazing Cinderella run at second place. Round of applause, guys, for Dark Wizzy. An incredible run.